Now he was inside the park itself, no more than a mile from the east dock. He was driving fast, too fast. He was surrounded on all sides by black jungle, but soon he should be able to see the beach and the ocean off to his left. This damn storm, he thought. It might screw up everything. Nedry couldn't wait very long, or he would be missed back at the control room. The whole idea behind the plan was that he could drive to the east dock, drop off the embryos, and be back in a few minutes before anyone noticed. It was a good plan, a clever plan. Nedry'd worked on it carefully, refining every detail. This plan was going to make him $1.5 million, and it was going to change his life. Nedry'd been damn careful, even to the point of making Dodgson meet him in the San Francisco airport at the last minute with an excuse about wanting to see the money. Actually, Nedry wanted to record his conversation with Dodgson, just so that Dodgson wouldn't forget he owed the rest of the money. Nedry was including a copy of the tape with the embryos. In short, Nedry had thought of everything. Except this damn storm. Where was the damn dock? He should have reached the east dock by now. Had he taken a wrong turn? He didn't think so. It was a shock when he came around a corner and saw that the road terminated, and for a horrified moment he thought he was going to smash into the barrier, slid to a stop, the headlamps just a foot from the concrete wall. He got out of the Jeep. It was a real tropical storm, raining so hard that it hurt. He walked around the concrete barrier, and on the other side, along with the rain, he heard the sound of gurgling water and saw the dark currents of the river. The river! He was at the Jungle River. The river ran for miles through the island. "You have a problem, Dennis," he said aloud. As if in reply, there was a soft hooting cry of an owl in the forest. He heard the soft hooting cry once more, and this time he paused. Something near. A big dinosaur. Nedry began to run. It was coming closer. He scrambled around the barrier, and then he froze. The animal was already there. But it wasn't close. The dinosaur stood 40 feet away at the edge of the illumination from the headlamps. The dinosaur stared at him, and then snapped its head in a single swift motion. Nedry felt something smack wetly against his chest. It was stiff. He looked back at the dinosaur and saw the head snap again. Nedry opened the car door, glancing back at the dinosaur, and felt a sudden excruciating pain in his eyes. And he dropped to his knees, disoriented, wheezing. He collapsed onto his side, his cheek pressed to the wet ground, and Nedry knew the dinosaur was moving. He stretched out his hands, waving them wildly in the air to ward off the attack he knew was coming. And then there was a new searing pain, reaching blindly down to touch the ragged edge of his shirt. Horror. He suddenly knew he was holding his own foot. Nedry fell to the ground and landed on something scaly and cold. It was the animal's foot. And then there was a new pain on both sides of his head. The pain grew worse. And as he was lifted to his feet, he knew the dinosaur had his head in its jaws. And the horror of that realization was followed by a final wish that it would all be ended soon.